welcome to the Dawning Soul. My name is Melanie Dawn, and tonight I wanted to just do a general reading for the energy, for the collective, for all of my subscribers, for my viewers, for following me, to thank you for trusting me and listening to my messages from the divine. These messages are for you as a way to honor yourself, to listen to your heart, to follow your heart, to allow your soul and spirit to be more of a larger picture in your life. Thank you so much. I hope peace finds you, blessings find you, and that you are all well. We've had some storms in our region. Florida just can't seem to stay out of those hurricane things, right? But a lot of the country has been affected by it. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and the mountains, a very beloved place of mine and my family. Spent many wonderful memories tromping around in the forest, in the mountains, and the waterfalls, and I love that area as much as I love my home. So I hope you are well. Blessings. Thank you for listening, and let's get into the reading. Pluto is going direct for the last time in Capricorn. It's going to be leaving the sign of Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. It takes 16 plus years for Pluto to transit any of the signs. So it's not going to be in Capricorn for another 250 years. So yay! I'm happy it's moving on. Let's see. So think about 2008 was when it first stepped in to Capricorn, and the energies maybe that have played out during this last 16 years should be a much easier time moving into Aquarius. We have the nectar, agape, the hunter, and thanatos. Let's see. I had brought that book over this way. Please tell me I did. Don't know what I did with it if I did. You can only prepare so much. And then even in your most preparedness, you fall down. Here it is. Sorry guys. You can see my floor, it's littered with books and decks, and all the decks in the cabinet, it's a mess. Anyways, The Archetype by Kim Krans, the nectar. Something sweet is in your life. Precious, sweet. That's the sweetness, that nectar of love in your heart. Passion, beauty, joy. Love. That's the nectar. You got a few love cards. The agape. Love for everyone. Loving everyone. Filling yourself up with love and spilling it out into the world. Thanatos. Thanatos is also another love. So this one, tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation. But the true archetype resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained to death. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the end of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually, with more compassion and wisdom to share. The capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything when this card appears. It signifies an initiation into the underworld. When you have lost someone, the love and grief that you have resonates within you. And coming to terms with that loss, understanding that loss, living with that loss. Grief is a powerful transformative thing. It is love. It is feeling loss and being able to overcome that. Understanding that that love that you felt for that person is still with you. That's the love you have for them. That's the power of it that resonates through your grief. It's very powerful and transformative, and it does not leave you. The Hunter. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize that calls its heart. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life-full adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented, like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? And is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? You are aligning with your energy with the great creatures of the world, the lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. So, understanding that you have this sweetness, this wholeness, this joy, this delicate nectar of love in your heart and your passion. Feeling it into your life with everyone around, right? But you're still looking for something. You're still aiming for something in your life. And you are being transformed through this loss. So make sure that you're not aiming in the wrong place. I don't normally pull tarot. I'm going to pull some cards here, just a couple. These are mostly an archetype for the feminine. It is the intuitive night goddess, Tarot. The Two of Pentacles and the Spirit of Swords. So the Spirit of Swords is basically like the King of Swords. Most of these images have all been rearranged to portray female iconography. And the Two of Pentacles, you are going back and forth with something, right? This and that. Two of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay. Yes, the Two of Pentacles. Weighing the odds. Going back and forth. Weighing the pros and cons for the matter at hand, considering this position and that position, the if and the or, the this and the that, trying to figure out your priorities and to determine how it is you need to rework them in order to find the results you seek. So this is where you have to beware of procrastinating. If you are working through this energy here, this could be the danger of inaction, of spending too much time sitting there, considering your options, weighing your options, trying to decide what you need to do versus picking up and being that action, right? So this is the shadow side of sitting there and not moving forward and weighing the option versus the Spirit of Swords, where you are taking action and you're moving forward and you're not going to tolerate any shenanigans. You're done with it. Where's the sword energy? That was Wands. The King of Swords. So here's where your higher self, your darkness and light are balanced within you. So here you're trying to balance that energy, deciding which way to go. And here's where it is balanced and you're moving forward. You're being decisive. So make sure that you're not getting caught up. Don't weigh the options to the point of exhaustion. You know what's in your heart. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. The Spirit of Swords. Be that decisive energy. Know that you've considered properly, weighed the options, move forward. And then let's get one more. At the bottom of the deck, Warrior of Wands. We have the Universe, which is the World card. Warrior of Wands. What drives your passion? What are you ready to manifest? Gazing at the world before her, and she's got the universe here as well, so she's gazing at it. Seeking the target, ready to strike, right? The Hunter. Okay. ready to move forward. You don't need to be in that Two of Pentacles energy any longer. You know what is in your heart, this joy, this beauty, this love. Processing and transforming through grief. The hunter, the huntress. You are ready to proceed on target. Warrior of Wands, Spirit of Swords, the World, ready, decisive action. The loss doesn't have to even be any one person. It can be things, it can be lifestyle, it can be possessions, it can be love, it can be truth, it can be your job, happiness. Grief can be over any of our emotions, not just about a loss of a person. Still reiterating, we have the happiness, we have the dolphins at play, voyage, wonders, voyage, release. Did I drop one? No. Okay. Stillness. You are working towards a peaceful resolution, right? You might be on the hunt for something, but you're releasing things that you need to release. You're moving towards joy, happiness, but you are moving. Wonders. This beautiful water energy here, air energy, water and air. Stretch, unity, some fire energy with the world again, fire energy, moving forward, stretching yourself, pushing yourself into areas. I'm going to put this card up here with it. Stretching yourself, pushing yourself into areas that you need to do, unity with the world, release. Potential at the bottom of the deck. Because these are all of these have such potential and such unity to bring people together, right? that, aiming for that, bringing that into your world, moving toward that, striving for that. Release old patterns. Trust yourself. Let this be your sign. The nectar. Trust what is in your heart. Let this be your sign. Release. Release. See that joy, that happiness. Let this be your sign. Take action now. This is full of potential. Unify your world. Take action towards your world, your universe, and create what you need to there. Observing, taking that moment. Let's see, I'm going to pull up her Nicoletta's book. She's got some complicated images. I'm still learning them. I am apologizing for that. This is definitely a moment of observation. Don't let it become this and the bleeding heart. Definitely working through grief. Let's see, we've got number 20. Karma. This one is karma. Remember that thing that you did, that thing you've always felt a bit guilty about? It's come back around, just like you always knew it would. And there's no avoiding it this time. The good news is that you have an opportunity to clear your conscience and make amends. You are the one who was wronged, if you were, and you see someone else getting their karmic comeuppance. Try not to gloat. It's satisfying, to be sure, but let your satisfaction spring from a sense of mere restored balance, not vindictiveness. Fate isn't the same as doom. The future looks good from here. Yes. So if you're observing something, and you're the one being observed, so that's either way here, right? This can be this, or it is that. And you realize whatever has been done, whether you're the one who has done it or it has been done to you. This is a lesson in karmic justice, right? That's not our job. That's the divine's job. We can observe it. We can acknowledge it. But to participate in that, well, they got what they deserved, that is the incorrect way to look at karmic justice. That's just going to turn around and bite you in the ass, right? 27. Compassion. And if you've been harmed by someone, Your pain and anger are legitimate responses. But if you find yourself stuck in the wounded place, you can heal your heart by filling it with compassion. Compassion isn't pity or even forgiveness. It's suffering with, putting yourself in the other person's shoes and imagining what they are going through. Even the worst people deserve some modicum of compassion. After all, you have to be pretty damaged to want to damage someone else. Having compassion for someone isn't really about them at all. It's about finding peace for yourself. And it also doesn't mean you condone their bad behavior, right? So both of these cards are karmic lesson. And you can use this agape, this love for all, that nectar from your heart, understanding grief, and productively working through it, your karmic lessons, someone else's karmic lessons that are working through you, the compassion to see the other side, the two sides of the same coin. Because we are all unified. Just one card. I'm not going to keep shuffling. Okay. Whatever you choose will be correct. The key. That is that, right? Knowing the pros and the cons, taking action. Taking action. Bringing it into your world, taking action. It's that spirit. You know what's right. You have the key. Keep it balanced. Keep it even. Keep it compassionate. Keep it agape. Make those decisions through that nectar of your heart, that beauty of your heart. Understanding. Release, release, release the old, release the pattern, release the pain. This is their sign that you can trust yourself. You are full of potential. Unify your world. Stretch yourself in the ways you need to stretch yourself to bring happiness, wonder, peace into your heart, into your world, into your life. Okay. The Sword of Light. Emerald Tablet Activation. Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting, Divine Protection, Cords Cut, Breakthrough Energy. So the cords cut, breakthrough energy, the Spirit of Swords, unity, release, release. Use that spirit, that hunter's bow, that spirit, and release these negative patterns. Release them. Move toward happiness, unity. You've got the power and with the divine with you on this. The Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering. That's that Warrior and the World card. Warrior of Wands and the World card, right? Full of potential. Trust yourself. Remember your karmic lessons. You have the key. You have the key to this. You understand full well what needs to be done. You understand completely. You know the lesson. This is your sign. This is the space you want to get to. This beautiful release, this happiness, this peace, this stillness, this harmony, wonder, joy. You have the tools with which to do it. The sword, the wand, the magic, the universe, the understanding, seeing both sides. This is seeing both sides, seeing both sides. You have the key. You have the spirit of the divine, that precious spirit of the divine, that nectar with you. The light. The knowledge, the lessons, you understand it. You've had them, you've experienced them, right? You've experienced it. These are the lessons. This is the lesson you full well understand. You can see both sides of the issue. You have the key. Both sides, both sides. This card I'm actually going to look up because it's number 29. Temptation. Yeah. So this is basically almost like the Devil card, right? This is the temptation. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unmistakably desirable. What is it about that ingredient called forbidden that whets the appetite? From the innocent indulgence of one more piece of chocolate to the significant forbidden fruits of social behavior, we are often tempted. We indulge even at a risk to our own health, our relationship with others, and our general well-being. Our ability to see through the illusion, to weigh the consequences and resist the temptation is a measure of our personal willpower, character, and strength. To succumb or to resist will be a choice that defines us. The jester pulls apart the curtain, revealing an apple and serpent, symbolizing from temptation and original sin. A Salome-styled performance manifests as a vision from a flaming cauldron. As we come to understand our weaknesses and our reasons for them, they lose their power to control us. The devil becomes simply a man in a silly hat. So be careful. Don't allow your temptations to overtake you. You can very easily forget that balance, that foresight, that insight that you know what it is that these karmic lessons pertain to, correct? You know what's in your heart. You know what this is about. If this reading is for you, you fully understand the divine light that is within you from this lesson, the knowledge that you have achieved, seeing both sides of the issue, weighing the pros and cons. You have the key. Don't allow temptation to slip it away. Don't aim your arrow in the wrong direction. Bring that warrior of wands and aim for the universe, for the world. Aim for that divine love. Aim for that knowledge. That sword of light is with you. Divine alchemy, conscious manifesting, this is with you. Take the right steps. Weigh that in your heart. You have the key. Where was the right? Let this be your sign. Release old patterns. Trust yourself. One of them was, oh, it was the key. Yeah. Whatever you choose will be correct. All right, one more. And that's the thing about temptation, right? Is it justified? Is it right use of power? All right, let's see. This is all the religions. This is all the knowledge. This is the knowledge. This is the knowledge. This is the key, right? Weighing them all against each other. Because that's the precious gift. That's the precious gift. Love, unity, the world, the divine. Don't lose sight of what's important. Trust yourself. You have the key. You know the right way. You know the lesson. That nectar in your heart, that is the goal, right? That's the world. That's the happiness, the joy, the inner peace. Don't worry so much about other people's karmic issues and lessons. Concern yourself with your own. Be at peace with who you are and how you've gotten where you are. Loving the journey that you are, even if it's through grief and loss. Loving who you are at your core. That's more powerful than any other lesson there is. The karmic justice is you fully understanding your soul and loving yourself and doing right by it and for the greatest good of all, right? For the world, for the greater good, for joy, for love, for happiness, for truth, for light, the sword of light, for conscious manifestation and divine alchemy, for the joy, for that precious joy and love, the knowledge that you have, for unity, the potential. Trust yourself. Release the old, release the pain, release the need for justice, right? Release the temptation of that. You can make the right choice. The choice you will make is your right choice. Oracle, wait for important information. Bask in the joy and light. High Priestess, mystic power. You definitely have the power of truth, love, light, joy. The divine is on your side. You have the key. You have the wands, the sword, the universe, the nectar, agape, the hunter. You know the goal. You know the best way to move forward, to harness the wonders, the happiness, and inner peace. Just one. Just one. Salt in your hair, wild heart, uniqueness untamed. And sacred bloom, it's happening. A new you. Patience. All right, let's see. We've got, I envision my highest self and I start I start showing up as her. I'm sorry, it's getting dark in here. I don't have the best light. I release control of my plans to make way for my destiny. Yes, absolutely. Right? Release. Release control to make way for your destiny. Release control. Release the need for that karmic justice. Release the temptation of proving you're right, that you need it. You don't. You have the knowledge. You have the knowledge. You have the light of the divine with you. You'll know the right decision to make. I feel the fear, but I do it anyways. Doing the right thing. It can be hard. It can be difficult. It can be, but you have to release and move forward. The only approval I need is my own. That's right. That is back to these cards right here. Let the divine, let God deal with karma. That's not your job. Your job is to learn the lesson, understand it, and move toward that unity, that love, that nectar in your world, your happiness, your joy, fulfilling that. You have that key, the knowledge. The important information, the mystical power. The high priestess is with you. Bask in the joy and the light. That's what you want to aim for. That's what you want to aim for. That's what you fight for. The unity. Trust yourself. Let this be your sign. Release the negativity. Release the need for that. You don't need it. You have the key. You have the divine with you. Release the negativity. The sacred bloom, it's happening. A new you is being born. Stretch yourself. Feel into the potential that is you. This wonderful, peaceful voyage that you're on. Happiness. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this message found you. I hope you receive the blessings. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for following me. My name is Melanie Dawn. This is the Dawning Soul. And this is a very beautiful reading for you. We should all have these things in our heart, correct? We should all be listening for that joy, that light, that nectar, bringing our world together in unity, releasing the need for vengeance, karmic justice, avoiding the temptation of falling into that trap. We don't need it. It's not necessary. It's not a part of what we are moving into our life, right? I release control of my plans to make way for my destiny. Right? I envision my highest self and I start showing up as her or him. Your higher self is calling you, right? You are being activated. Thank you for joining me. Be well. Blessings.